Bungie has let Marathon into the wild, and although the game is breathtaking when it comes to visuals, some gunplay, and world design, some things seem to fall short. Like any game still in development, it has some issues, but that can change. Today we will discuss some of Marathon's negatives in my opinion from the gameplay reveal. Presentation from Bungie's side, live service engagement over time, pricing, and how it can all change for the better before launch in September. Welcome everybody, let's dive right in. So let me start off by mentioning I think the game looks intriguing. I love the graphic style. Bungie always has good gunplay. Some of the abilities and enemies seem to the normal Bungie standards. I personally want to play it and try it out, especially with the possibilities of build crafting. Given what we've seen in Destiny, if it's similar, it's going to be very good. And most importantly, I want to see the story, especially how they plan to do it in this new style of game for them. On the contrary, I did feel a bit worried at times though when watching the reveal stream, and I'm sure some players felt the same way. I'm not here to doom and gloom the game, saying it's dead already before we even get to play it. I clearly want it to succeed and be good, but let's discuss openly. First up, let's start with Bungie's presentation of the reveal. From what we've seen, the game looks cool, it can have potential, but I wish we could have seen more, even if it wasn't fully polished and earlier development gameplay. They spoke about all of these cool things, upgrades which could say give your character a triple jump instead of a double jump. But instead of showing us that kind of movement, I saw players machinima cinematic walking around the environment. And I don't really think that first minute trailer or so did any justice at all. When I actually got to see uncut gameplay from the streamers, it made me feel a little bit better. But show us the crazy stuff off the bat, something we've never seen in an extraction game before, if any of that is even in the game. I mean, I know there has to be aliens, right? The Sphit were teased previously in the reveal trailer in 2023, and I think also in the cinematic story trailer. Showing players aliens instead of the standard security robot would have made things way more interesting. Next up, the live service aspect and keeping players engaged over time. Extraction shooters can be quite repetitive. The core gameplay loop, getting your gear ready, your character set up, dropping in, collecting loot, and extracting. How many times can you do that before you begin to get bored or burnt out? Bungie has said that Marathon will have unique ways to make every game feel different, like dynamic weather, environmental hazards, and missions and objectives. This one to me is also alarming if things don't pan out. The world needs to be unique, give me a reason to keep loading in over and over again. Once I get the best weapon, maybe there's a new story quest I need to complete. I haven't played the game, so I don't know how this currently works, but coming from Destiny, this is a big change, both for players and the developer. In Destiny, I can load into 5 or 6 different open world patrol zones and do what I want. Start up other activities like public events, go play Crucible PvP, maybe do a raid with 6 of my friends or a strike. Marathon has one major gameplay focus, and that's extracting. There may be other side objectives, some PvE elements that give you story, but the main goal is to get out of there with some loot. So hopefully Bungie finds a way to keep things fresh. Either adding new loot over time, which I'm sure they're going to, and keeping up with the main story and evolving universe. If we learned anything from Destiny, it's that players want new content often. And from what we've experienced over the years, players want more than what Bungie could push out. So hopefully they have something figured out for Marathon here. What about a price point? Marathon and Bungie have said that the game will be a premium title, but not full priced. Full priced in my mind is normally the $70 when it comes to Sony titles, so the game likely won't be around that price point at all. There were some rumors in the past that it could release at say $40, like Helldivers did. For a lot of people, this is a big red flag price point. $40 for an extraction game that may not seem very unique to them. From the gameplay reveals today, some players may not even give it a chance at all. That's just the state of the gaming community nowadays. And if they do give the game a little bit more of a glance and see the same old shooter styles in their mind compared to the unique aspects of the game Bungie talks about but didn't show, they're going to be gone in an instant too because they won't give it a chance. A bulk of the gamer player base may expect a free title, which of course would have microtransactions. I'm sure the game is going to regardless given it'll have a battle pass. Premium product could work on the other hand, if the game is fun and different. I mean, look at Helldivers. Hundreds of thousands of people had no problem shelling out $40 for a fun experience. I know I did. That's the issue though, Bungie has to do things right. Helldivers came out swinging. Right away people were on board to bring liberty to those tyrannid insects. But when you already have some controversy and wavering opinions surrounding your next AAA game IP, it could be a little more difficult. The good news is that we're currently in the alpha, which means the game is going to change, and that's a positive. Hopefully it is enough time before release though. Bungie has gotten better recently when it comes to speaking to the community, at least in Destiny terms, but I think it could still be better. I get it may be hard to show off a AAA project like this in its early stages, but imagine showing the community this gameplay from today 6 months ago, and having feedback and improvements already complete. The launch of the game is not that far away. I get the early content creator previews and press may help with that, but even if they posted a little snippet of a gameplay feature, that feedback could go a long way from the overall community. I guess they can sort of start now given the game's been shown off, but now is the time to really implement and take a look at some of these changes from the overall community, everyone instead of just this small group of people. What about customization? I'm not really sure if this one fits, but I see a lot of people mentioning customization for characters and their wish lists, I guess. It would have been cool to make your own runner with different armor pieces and fashion. If you can blend some aspects of implants currently in the game, it would be the same anyway, right? But that would cause an issue, going against something pivotal to the current design. Each runner here has a unique base set of traits and abilities. You can, or should be able to, pick up their outline from a distance, detecting which kind of runner they are. Planning your next strategic move, which is important for games with characters like this. Respawn in Apex Legends has the same philosophy. I'm sure there's going to be some type of cosmetics, maybe skins like how Glitch was dressed differently in the cinematic trailer. I believe Scarrow even mentioned a faction cosmetic system that allows you to earn some custom gear from those specific factions, and also from discovering secrets in the world. So it seems like there'll be some aspect of customization, at least when it comes to cosmetics, but I just wanted to mention this because it was a concern for some. In the end though, I hope the game is good. Bungie has showed us time and time again that they are capable of incredible experiences. If you aren't a Destiny fan, you might think of Halo. If you are, you'll think of Lightfall's failure. But then, one of the greatest experiences we've ever had, which released just last year in the final shape, closing off a 10-year saga from the Destiny 1 and 2 storyline. If anyone can pull something off like this, in my opinion, it's Bungie. They just may need a little nudge in different directions, and that's okay. But anyway, that's all we got for today's video. Let me know your opinions and feedback currently about Marathon in the comments down below. Let's try to keep it constructive and give some actual feedback that would help here. But anyway, if you'd like to see some more updates, news, and mysteries on Marathon, please be sure to subscribe to the channel. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.